welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at the Oceanica Sea Raven, named after the US submarine of the same name that is actually etched on the highly polished caseback. That caseback together with the hands is actually the only polished thing found on this watch. The rest is bead blasted. And I mean everything is bead blasted, giving the watch a very toolish look. As for the watch itself, just like I said in the unboxing, at just over $200, it is truly a bargain considering the specs and what you get for your money. It is absolutely everything you expect from a micro-brand diver, usually in the $500 plus category. 40mm in steel with a 48mm lug-to-lug that, thanks to the female end link, is the total lug-to-lug of the watch. With solid link bracelet with solid end links and a milled out clasp with only on-the-fly adjustment missing. It also comes with a sapphire crystal with inner AR only and ceramic bezel. All the things that one wants, and then as a cherry on top, it doesn't feature the usual Seiko NH series of movements, but rather a higher beat Miyota 9015. The movement choice is what separates it from other brands that offer similar specs under $500. Even when you exclude the movement, for the money you pay for this, other brands will usually miss at least one of the features, unless you spend more money. It is especially impressive when you consider how everything else in the world has gone up in price, yet somehow micro brands are still managing to offer even more for the same amount of money. But all the specs would be pointless if the watch looked like a mess. Luckily, it doesn't. It actually looks balanced and well designed, despite not being yet another Submariner lookalike. They managed to make an original looking watch that looks as a diver should look. I especially like the red color used on the markers to give it some pop. Then there are details when it comes to the size of hands. You know I hate when brands make hands that are too short, but these are pretty much perfect. The minute hand fits exactly inside the hour marker, and the loom on the hand ends where the loom on the marker starts. I know it is a small detail, but it just gives me goosebumps when I notice details like that. The bracelet itself is quite comfortable and balances the watch well, while the bezel action is spot on, not too smooth nor too stiff. It has just the right amount of resistance while being very easy to grip. Not everything is perfect though. First, the hour hand is too similar to the minute hand, and I wish they made them more distinct from each other. Secondly, the domed crystal makes the watch very hard to record and photograph, as you might have noticed during this video. In real life, it is not as bad, but try taking a photo of it and all of a sudden you get these reflections, especially if you're using any kind of studio light. And lastly, the loom. Despite being adequate, it is not on the level of some other divers I reviewed recently. If you need a loom monster, this one will disappoint you. But if you want a subtle watch that you can read when things get dark, it will be sufficient. Now these flaws, if we can call them that, are acceptable again given the value for money you get. But more importantly because there is a freaking shark on the dial as a logo. That alone makes the watch cool enough for me to wear it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.